Blessings to you. I greet you in the name of our Messiah, Yahshua. This is part 2 of the beast symbol, the cross inside the diamond. I seen the idol when I went to look at the National Guards who got shot. These are the guardsmen that were shot at. May Yahweh bless her soul. She did not survive. I pray Yahweh guard her soul and bless her whole household. He's in the hospital recovering. I showed the idol is being worshipped in the churches on stage. And it's here with our leaders, our kings and queens and rulers of the world. This is a new file, and I want to show you this, those who are gifted, to see that Yahweh's confirming to us the letter B actually hides the number 8 and 3. And here is the idol as well. There's 4 of these, which is the number 8, like the Roman columns, and 3 in the middle. In my last video, the one before this, I showed the movie Dragon, I think it's Dragonlance, that had this idol in this form. And I'll show it to you in a second. But it's here on the king. Here is Dragon Slayer. Here is the idol, right here. 2 circles and the chevron at the bottom. You can see clear here, the same thing. Freemasons use it, witchcraft uses it. It's not anything that represents the kingdom of light. The X right here, the cross inside the diamond, that's the idol. And a circle on the left, a circle on the right, and a chevron here is also the idol. And here it is with Bambi Witch, and it's used in witchcraft. Right here's the X, and there is the X, and the chevron, just like the Freemasons logo. That's why the Freemasons use it. It's a power that they don't know where it comes from, but I know it comes from Yahweh, our Maker, and it's my ministry that He's blessed me with to show that. But I don't believe that I'll be giving that all the details on YouTube. It's for those whoever He wants to hear and to know the details. But this is Master the Freemason logo. I also found it on my cardboard cutout of Clint Eastwood, because filmmakers put this in their films to curse the ones who are watching, to curse America. That's been proven already with all the videos I made. And when I say curse, I'm fixing to show to you my second witness that the idol was on somebody who performed murder. I have lots of data, lots of witnesses, so I'm very sure of what I see because of Yahweh, of what He does. The idol's on the window. It's also in the window in the Catholic Church 2 blocks away. On the fence, you see it down here on the fence. You'll see it also on Microsoft logo if you turn it on a point, but only Yahweh knows His intentions. Queen Elizabeth and Ronald Reagan, it's on her jacket, and I'll show you why I believe it's on her jacket, just like many others, because here she is, right there it is. It's the glory of Yahweh and the resurrection power of our Messiah, Jesus Christ of Nazareth, who is Yahshua the Messiah. It's because of Him that I'm here to see this and to show this to you, that you would not trust in our leaders, but to trust in Yahweh our Creator. As I say before, as long as we keep the laws of the land and the laws of Yahweh, we will have peace and prosperity and success. We will have success with those around us, and we'll have success with our Maker. It's right there on our forehead. You'll see in the video, Queen Elizabeth was buried on the idol. That's in the video titled "See the Spider in Politics and Religion," where I show several examples how the idol is used in the United Kingdom. May Yahweh bless her soul and her whole household. They were born into a world that worships Lucifer and celebrates Lucifer and not Yahweh. On his forehead and hers also. My last video I said that was Queen Elizabeth, but that's not Queen Elizabeth. This is King James V on the left, and there is his wife. Her name is Anne of Denmark. It's the same idol, but presented in different forms. You'll need to see the video Prisoner 83 to understand better, to see better. And I showed this example. Right there on the forehead is the same exact form. It's a cross and a diamond and not an X, but that's the same thing. It counts the same. Cross and the diamond. This is Queen Elizabeth, but she was only a princess at the time. This is Princess Elizabeth. The cross inside the diamond. That's what our leaders represent, those who are without Messiah. And I've seen it here with a shooter. He has it on his shirt, and these are the two people he shot. Here you can search for the National Guard shooting for more data and to follow up the story. The Guardian has an article that explains more. And as I was reading, I've seen that he has the idol. And he's 1 digit short of 28. I'm going to tell you again now, I've seen this before. The number 28 and the idol. But it says 29. Our filmmakers will, and globalist leaders will release data in the media, and a lot of times they'll be 1 or 2 digits short of a number that aligns to the beast system to try to hide it. So here is the idol on his shirt. There ain't no mistake about it. This is also used in Islam, especially Islam. It's seen mostly with Islam and the Roman Catholic Church. That's where I've seen it the most. The cross and the chevron. This is a video you'll need to see. This is the idol. A match to the spider that bit me. A match to the spider that was in the cave of Muhammad. Yes, the story of Muhammad is a spider had blocked the way, but well, here it is right there. And the spider is a match to the symbols in Islam. If you see the video called 6 Religions with the Idol, you'll see several examples that Islam also supports the same idol. This is the streets of Washington, D.C. because our leaders are not led by Yahweh through his Son. Some of them are, and some of them are not. This is the condition of our world, is the mixture of belief, good, bad, and ugly. We have female porn star pastors in our churches, and I'm going to continue to tell that until the day I die. We have drag queen preachers and pastors and gay women standing up with their hair cut short, taking the place in the role of men, even wearing men's clothes. But we also have a whole bunch of righteous people as well that are set apart from the ways of the world, including the worshiping of the beast. There is still hope, but just know that what the world is doing, the world is worshiping Lucifer and honoring and worshiping the idol. because they have rejected Yahweh, our Maker, and rejected His Son. And the results, you'll see at the end of this file, you'll see the results of it. May Yahweh be praised. May you be strengthened, because this is definitely the resurrection power of our Messiah, and our hope in Him is true and sure. There's no questions about our salvation. Not whenever we encounter the works of our Maker. Not when we know that He lives within us. Here's another this is a separate topic that I want to include. There are updates on the number 28. Now take a look and see that the number 28 is the date of death, and when Yahweh shown to me is that the pagan feast, they point to death. Halloween is obviously connected to death and dying. Christmas, death and dying. Nimrod, the resurrection and the rebirth of Nimrod. Easter, the weeping of Tammuz, because he died. Death and dying. So the world is celebrating death and dying, and all those feasts, Halloween, Christmas, Easter, all of it, Thanksgiving too, is celebrating death and dying. But we who have been shown mercy by our Maker and has called us out of the world that worships Lucifer, we celebrate life. We celebrate our Messiah. And we say, L'chaim, 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 with a glass of wine on Sabbath. If you're with the congregation, or this is what you do, is you celebrate life, because the Messiah, Yahshua Messiah, Jesus of Nazareth, He is the source of life. Matter of fact, Yahweh is great, and He is praised greatly because He showed to me that He made His Son a life-giving spirit. And if you have the Spirit of Yahweh in you, then you too have the power to give life to others. You have been made into a life-giving spirit, because when you speak His words, you speak life and hope to those around you. Just take them to John 17:3 as a follow-up for John 3:16. Because life comes from Him and from His words. This is very striking information. I'm looking at the cuneiform tablet called the Gods List of Samaria, and I'm seeing a female goddess connected to the number 28. This right here is the Roman Catholic Church, and they connect the number 28 to their belief. But here is the roots of it. Excuse me. The Sumerian Kings List, and this one here is my second witness. This is called the An Anum. Number 1 is tablet number 1, line 28. And here it is, Namu. As I'm working on this file, I would say the past 2 weeks, this is what I'm studying and learning. You're always showing to me these things. Here's an example of a tablet. This is from Wikipedia. It's just an example, not the actual God's list. But before I continue, I want to show to you that in the Sumerian Kings List, there are 3 kings that are said to have life, to live and rule for 28,000 years. And there is number 28 3 times. 3 times the number 28 with the kings. And now Yahweh is greatly praised, because now He shows to me that the goddess right here, Namu, is on that tablet, line 28. It's not important how it got there, because Yahweh is the one who rules over everything. He has power over all of His creation, and He wanted this here to line up just like that. The spirit of the world, archaeologists, leaders, anthropologists, doesn't matter who they are, if Yahweh will take control of them if He needs to, that they would perform His works. And so this here, Namu, the goddess, is connected to number 28, and so is the gods of Samaria. I want to recommend this website. You'll learn more about Namu. Here is the address at the top, the museum from Orak. And so you'll see that the work of these people here have done a lot of work. I recommend them. You'll see here they confirm line 28 on the God's list. So Yahweh's showing this stuff to me, and you'll miss the glory of and the work he's doing without my testimonies. It doesn't really matter a lot. You'll get bits and pieces. But if you follow my testimony from the video from Tibetan Buddhism, and then the parts 1 through 5, and then ABQ Spider 1 and 2, you'll see that where I live at, the spirit, this spirit here that we're looking at right now, has manifested in my apartment like in the form of a female black widow spider, inside and out. So here again, I'm showing to you in my apartment, the spirit has come to me again while I'm working on this file Namu. First of all, the brick of is called the brick of Namu, and that's where the name of Inanna is on the brick. And you can pronounce it Nama and Namu. It's the same thing. So first of all, Yahweh gave me the brick, and 2 years later he shows this to me. And there's lots of encounters at the same time that's going on. So here the calendar is pronounced Nama, N-A-H-M-A, like here, Nama. I'm working on this file, and I found this calendar in my apartment. They put it on our door. They have a clip, and they'll clip it on the door. So everybody in my apartment has got one of these. Everybody in my apartment has received the idol inside their apartment, if they accept it or not. You see, you don't have to ask the vampire to come to you, because the vampire will come to your door whether you like it or not. But the thing is, it hides in disguise with light and goodness. This is a calendar for homeless people. I'll show it to you. It's called the I'm not going to spend my time on this, because it's more important that I speak to those around me all the details. But I'm telling you now that this is what the filmmakers do right there. The black with a little bit of red. This is the Globus colors. If you search for the word colors in my channel, you'll see the black widow colors of our Globus leaders. And then the idol is inside this here several times. So this is what's going on in the spiritual layer, is that the enemy wants to try to intimidate us. But my best weapon is humility. I'm not good at it, but I know the way, and I've seen it happen by being humble in the presence of our enemies, that they would know and see the power in us and not see us. Here's another reference to number 28. That there's 28 million pounds on the top. 28 million pounds right here. On top of the dome of St. Peter Basilica, 14 metric tons, which is 28,000 pounds. There are scholars and researchers, archaeologists, anthropologists, those who are doing a lot of the work out there. They report that the Jesuits are known for being meticulous with the way they count. Of course, Yahweh has chosen to do good or evil. Yahweh's the one who's in control of it. And for number 28, you'll need to see this right here, file on the number 28. And I did not include the data on the king's list or Nama, the goddess who connects to number 28. You see, the world receives its own. In this movie here, this Fast X movie, It's not about God. It's not about Yahweh. It's not about Jesus. It's not about the kingdom of heaven. So there's your answers. When you see this number, I've heard our leaders speak it. I have one leader, he spoke the number 28 3 times. He said he was not, he mentioned the troops in, Mexico, the 28,000 troops. He said, I'm not like those globalists. He says, I'm not like those globalists. And he mentions the number 28,000 troops in Mexico. But you see, our leaders have leaders. And in the United States government, Chinese government, Mexican government, it doesn't matter which government it is, you're going to have leaders in there that's going to tell you what to do. And when they have you speak the number 28, the number 8, like Joe Biden says that Russia has 8 time zones. No, they don't. Russia has 11 time zones. The pastor, Mike Todd in Tulsa, Oklahoma, he pours syrup all over the Bible. And he says, I don't care about these 8 chairs. That was a fertility rite. That was a worship of Baal. That's worship of Lucifer in the churches. They're making an agreement with the enemy by the number 8, by the number 28, by the number 888, by the number 8 and 3. These are all important items that you would need to keep out of churches. People's talking about all these problems with churches. Well, why do you think that I have this data? Because Yahweh loves his church. He loves his people, and he's going to send help to them, and he's going to show to the world he cares for them. Jesus did not pray for the world because they rejected him. As kind as he all the works he did was nothing but kindness and goodness. But the world, they made their choice. Superman, you'll need to see here as a reference also to the number 28. And what is this right here? That looks like a diamond, and that looks like the number 8. That's 8 and chevron. That's the idol right there. That's not a number. That's not an S. That's a number 8. Compare that and look and see. It looks like an S, but that's the number 8. And here is the end of the result to those who are idol worshippers, are filmmakers that are worshiping idols, that are worshiping the beast, that are in the churches worshiping the idol. This is what your end will be. And this is the glory of our Maker, that he has called us out of the world by his mercy and kindness. This does not apply to us who are covered by the blood of the Lamb. And the beast was taken, and with him the false prophet that wrought miracles before him, with which he deceived them that had received the mark of the beast, and them that was worshiping his image. These both were cast into the lake of fire with burning and brimstone. May this information help you and bless you to see that you have a choice to make. The left-hand path or the right-hand path. There's only 2 choices. Eternal life is found in our Messiah, who gave his life for us. John 17:3, Romans 10:9 and 10 and in 13. The answer is in the Bible. The answers come from above, and this is the glory of our Maker that is sharing this information with you. I pray this will bless you, and you put your trust in him, and to believe that he sent his Son, and to come out of the world and the ways of the world. The world is teaching us to be lawless, to have no limits. That's one of the major goals. Whether it's technology, scrolling all day, our filmmakers teach it with all the excessive killing, smoking drugs, drinking, smoking cigarettes, beer, all those things, countless things, because they all belong to the left-hand path, to the path of Lucifer. But the right-hand path, the path that leads to our Creator, is only found through his Son. May you put your trust in him and have safety, eternal life, that you would see the glory of our Maker and have peace. Shalom to you.